Empowering and promoting women in business is an absolute priority in the Trump administration because I know how crucial women are as job creators, role models, and leaders all throughout our communities. As we conclude Women's History Month, I am thrilled that we can meet to discuss how we can continue this important mission. You all have incredible stories. Many of you started businesses from scratch with very, very limited resources. Sounds like I'm right about you, Lisa, right? But you had the grit and the determination to make your dreams become a reality, right?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now you're providing hundreds of jobs across our country and thousands of jobs, and you're really an inspiration to everybody, and that's men and women, believe me. A lot of men out there, they're not doing what you're able to do. Today, women are the primary source of income in 40% of American households with children under the age of 15. We also know that companies that promote women to senior leadership roles realize significantly better profits, according to statistics, than their competitors. I wouldn't have known that. Dina, how does that work? Tell me. That's pretty impressive.
My name is Amy Pope Wells. I'm the owner of Link Staffing, but I also own another company called Tire Diva. It's not too many females in the tire business, so that's a really tough place.
Good name.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, coming here today, I was thinking about what I would say, and my businesses, you know, are my passion, but we would never have a place at this table if it wasn't for you. Opening up your new administration is doing so much, and I need you to know that we're taking that to our communities. One of the things that happened for me, as part of my story, is I was a nurse by graduation, and I spent years, and that was the status quo in the community that I lived in, but something inside of me wanted to do more. And I'll never forget, my first job was an executive job, flying across the United States, going hospital to hospital, looking at the challenges and the problems. And I did that for 15 years and just felt like I was banging my head up against a wall, but I knew there was so much more opportunity. So I went and started my own company. I said, you know what, I'll just be a boutique firm, but you can't keep that inside. So I started my business and grew it. Started partnering with companies like Walmart and Starbucks and just working myself to the bone to service them. And everybody's like, why are you doing that? And it's like, because it's the right thing to do. I'm giving hundreds of people jobs. And that led those relationships over to starting Tire Diva. But what I did was I took that and I started a Women's Empowerment Foundation 3 years ago. And I bring 75 to 100, give or take, women that come, and I want them to have that inspiration. And sometimes it's difficult, but being here at this table gives me the inspiration to keep going, because I want to share that and make people feel empowered. You always have to work hard, so there's no quick, easy way to do it. But if you can provide a guide, that's where it's at, you know?
Good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Great enthusiasm.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to thank all these business leaders for taking time for a conversation with a president who I think is going to be the best friend that small business in America will ever have. And I believe President Donald Trump will be the best friend that women in business in this country will ever have. It is remarkable to think here at the close of Women's History Month of the impact that women-owned businesses have on our economy, Mr. President. More than 9.4 million firms, employing 8 million Americans, annual revenues of $1.5 trillion. Women business owners and women-owned enterprises are an enormous force in the American economy, and I know this president is committed to continuing to promote the kind of policies that will make it possible for your firms to grow and for more women-led businesses to be born and to thrive all across America. The President's advancing an agenda of less regulation, less taxes, investments in infrastructure, fair trade, and addressing healthcare costs to make healthcare affordable, not only for small business owners, for employees across the country. Mr. President, I'm particularly pleased to be able to welcome a fellow Hoosier to this conversation. Shirley Ann Perry, the owner of Hydrotech, is with us today, and she herself has a remarkable success story.
I'm very fortunate. we got together a little more than 10 days ago through the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I'm proud to represent in immigrants and Hispanics today. I'm also an immigrant, moved from Peru 10 years ago to work in international development for a multilateral organization here. And I also quit my job and used my savings to start La Cocina VA, which is the kitchen. It's an organization that provides vocational and technical education and jobs to unemployed and underemployed immigrant women in partnership with local governments, with higher education institutions, with private sector, and help this population to start businesses. So when Lisa mentioned how important it is to make our dreams come true, I have a unique position. I help others make their dreams come true. With vocational education, empowering women to believe in the possibility of success and open businesses. So the model that we are ready to replicate now in other cities and in other communities integrates governments, integrates private sector, and all the power and resources that that represents in order to really make impactful results in our communities, and we're low-income communities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We must ensure that our economy is a place where women can work and thrive. We will continue to address the barriers faced by women professionals and entrepreneurs, including access to capital, access to markets, and access to networks. We will make it very easy. It's going to be a lot easier. You've done an amazing job, and for a while it was a very, very tough, almost impossible job.